Welcome to another episode on my Arduino MegaADK for Android with an Android tablet and electronics, including fischertechnik. Last time I started with the Android tablet and tried to include some text and delay, and I tried to get a fischertechnik LDR light dependent resistor working and everything making visible on the oscilloscope. This time I'm doing it a little bit different because I am not beginning with the Android, I'm beginning with the Arduino. And one of the things that was, when I set it up, quite revealing and logical, is with the LDR, because if you look at it, that is with the yellow probe, this one, then you see that it generates some voltage. Well, it doesn't generate it, there is voltage coming through it, and if you put something on it, it raises the voltage, because no light is a smaller resistance. That said, put a lamp on it and you can see, and I can of course also put this one on it, which you will remember from another experiment. So its working is quite clear. The more light, the bigger the resistance. And when I shine this lamp on it, it is quite clear. So that is one thing. What I also did now as a new thing is photo-transistor. If you watch my videos on the Raspberry Pi 2, including ROS, robot operating system, you will know that that generates quite some it doesn't generate a voltage because voltage is given by the power. However, it is a digital switch. So I put it newly into the schematics, and I thought it to be wise to put a voltage divider in it, because lesson learned with the Raspberry Pi 2, I blew up the port. Now there is a difference, because the Raspberry Pi 2 has a voltage limit of 3.3 volts input and output, while this one, the Arduino, has a limit of 5 volts. But better safe than sorry. So when I use the same lamp and shine on it, it gives it passes through a voltage of, well, what will it be, 3 volts. So let's see the schematics, because I haven't programmed it yet. So now this will be the input. This is the this is the photo-transistor connected one way to the power. I am not entirely sure that it is indeed the collector that is connected, not important right now. This one I have drawn to the input for the voltage divider. This part is now to the mass, to the ground, common, whatever, and then in between the line to the A4 input. So with this I have to program it. So that is what I'm going to do right here. And in order to do that, I will copy this line, and I will say A4 being A4, and that is the input from photo-transistor. Then of course I will have to make sure that it is regarded as an input, define it as input, and then say, well, here I have all these lines, and then I will say analog input, analog read. So now I will say if analog read analog in pin A4, do I do this correctly? No, I don't. Let me see what's the best way, because if that means that it is I can read it digitally from the analog in, and that is what I'm doing. So let me read it digitally and then see if that works out. If this is being regarded as such. If it is positive, then serial print A4 high. Not print F, by the way, print. And I think that would be a nice way to start. So is everything indeed set? No, it is not. This is Arduino ADK, and this is set correctly. No, it is not ADK. So now everything is set to ADK, which it actually is. So I can print was not declared in this scope. Oh, probably because this has to be a period, not a comma. See, that is better. So, time for a serial monitor. And some light. That is interesting. It is not regarded as digital high. and I'm really shining on top of it, as you can see on the bottom line of the oscilloscope. So then I will do it different. I will make this an analog input and then print the actual value. So make this and then I have to then an if is not logical, so I'm going to put it right here in the same way as this is. Input photo-transistor and A4. How about that? Upload. Thank you. Input photo-transistor 426. So let's try something. 485, 76, 74, 478, 92, 98, using a finger on the resistor, dramatically dropping. Now it is high again, so that works. Then the transistor 494, 444, 442. Nearing 500, but not reaching it, and that is due to the voltage divider, which is right here. So then I should actually test on all the other stuff. So the lowest line here is actually this capacitor circuit, I thought. No, it's, oh no, it's not. It is obviously this line. I have two blue lines. Now what happens if I just keep pressing it? This is interesting because now the LED is not burning, it just flashes shortly. And yet the voltage is on there. Let's wait. I would expect that there is a small flash and then the voltage drops because there's no the capacitor is unloaded, and yet the voltage is constant when I press the button. That's remarkable. So then this one, this button, a high, that is correct, and finally this button, A0 high, correct. Then both of these buttons, yep, both buttons. Input A2 is 1, and that is exactly what I like it to be. So these two are nice additions, and if I cover it up, the transistor, it goes even lower. It goes to 512, 516, not constant. I thought blocking it would not do anything, but I have to shine a light on it and then it does something. Right. And with that I end my experiments for now with the electronics on the Arduino ADK, and I am going to the tablet, because before I connect both of them I really want to be sure that graphics and the delays are actually working, and that it hasn't done yet. So next is the Arduino, the Android. Time then for the Android. Last time I was busy with getting the seconds to be displayed, and those seconds were this waiting time, not this. This is a waiting loop which I've been trying for some time, but the point is it doesn't do anything. So what I've done last time is declare an integer si for second, no, not si, s1, and then another one s2 for second. So they read the actual system time, and then it is supposed to print on screen this. However, a problem is that with text I can say, alright, there's a font size, and then print something. This print, I haven't found that solution as yet. So I'm going to run it again and see whatever happens. So device is selected, target is selected. Let's run something, build it, and see whatever happens. Last time also, when I wanted to try the very latest thing, it went all into debug. So let's see whatever happens this time. Launch on the device, very good, but not very good. So let's do it again, and in the meantime I get the message that it has stopped, and even more annoying, I couldn't get it out of the way. And wait for it, and it has stopped. So why does it stop anyway? That is a very good question, and I haven't found it out yet, but it says something on animation thread. Now the only animation that I do is something, well, where? Because here I have content, hardware sensor, event listener. Where is the animation? I didn't invent this myself. I am merely expanding an example, because that is the best way to learn, for me at least. And I don't see any animation going on. So let's try again. Start sketch, and it launches. Very nice. So I've put that line here, but where do I see a print? I don't see a print anywhere. So just pressing doesn't work. Pressing, dragging and holding does work. But still, where is the print? There's no print anywhere. So I need to find that out. Here it says in the reference that it writes to the console area the black rectangle at the bottom of the processing environment. So that is then where I should look, but do I actually see it? And there's another problem. This one has stopped while I kept it running. So I have to OK it, and then where at the black rectangle, wherever that may be, does it display it? Oops, that is not good. Nope, that's not good. And it's only at key pressed. But when is key pressed? When is key pressed anyway? That's the problem. So let me test this. I think that should be another nice thing, to put this one somewhere else for a moment. Alright, so I say, let's say, where's my keyboard anyway? Alright, I have to test something. So this part I'm going to copy right here, and this, and then see if without any of that it's going to work. Then I would just tap on the screen and see seconds being printed somewhere. If it works. Because so far no luck. I need to see just one red line, and do I see it? No, I don't. And this is the annoying part of this part of the video. Not just annoying for me, not just annoying for you, but also for me, because I would like to have something that just runs. And as far as this is, it's not going to happen. Not just at the snap of the finger. Oh really? Connection lost. Could not start the sketch. Do I have everything? Yes, I still have everything. Not the first time that it had lost connection, but why does it lose its connection anyway? Oh, that is nice, although not that nice. Alright. So now key press, despite apparently connection, but key press. Where does the print appear? Where? I am not seeing it. Somewhere at the bottom. Where? I don't see it. Where does this leave me? I don't know. Last part of this video. Apparently this is a point where it goes very different from what I am used to. I am used to put a text on screen, just in a console, and that may be just a console like this, print something, and that is it. In here I just put something and I can say okay, printf, and it said it puts an output into the console. That may be monitor as well, just like this, which is still going on. I didn't interrupt, I didn't cut power, it just goes on. I am used to this. This is very graphical. And it has to be defined, and with other managers that have been predefined. And one of the things that is strange is Well, it is JavaScript. So here I put things in it. AX, AY. I could try this, of course. Where are AX and AY? Right there, float. Great. So if I do the same here, I say text, but hold on, then I say int as result is s2 minus s1. I know it is not used because I am about to use it. Then I say seconds space quote s result plus and then I say right, in what region do I want to have it? 550 to 350 with height, like this. Let's see if this is actually working out. And this is the last thing I'm trying for now. It might just work. But then again, it might not, because there's no key pressed. The screen turns dark. Is that with a good reason? Not quite sure. It timed out, but still this blend mode, or this particular variation of it, is not available with this renderer. Yes, so whoops. Okay, so it doesn't work anymore. That means that I am going to change something. I'm going to put this in here, and I call them different 3, 4 as result 2. Then this will be 4, 3, 2. Now all I have to do is press on it and see whatever happens. And this I will, for sake of rendering, leave it out. Last thing that I do. For now. Please do me a favor and do it. No. Oh, it does. And do I see something? upon, I better look at the camera, and I just started to rebuild. No, 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 no. I was too fast. Okay, and again it builds, debreaks. What does it do? And it stops again. Okay, I'm running out of time. This has to be continued. Here, once again, stopped. Can't explain this. It's just mainly absolutely annoying. What did I do? Well, needless to say, I did Arduino, and I did some trying to get a text with result on the Arduino, on the Android. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and like the video, give it thumbs up, or follow me on Twitter, retweet and like, follow me on Instagram and like. Please donate to keep videos coming your way. For more information, please see my website, also for other interesting projects, and this is going to be continued. Bye bye.